Liverpool is set to become the Premier League champions in 2025. Liverpool, champions? Could it really happen? Yeah, you heard that right. The trajectory they're on makes this claim more than just hopeful. It's a prediction rooted in hard facts. From a remarkable transformation in gameplay and mentality to a bold change in their managerial role, everything seems to be aligning perfectly for the Reds. This isn't just a dream. Liverpool is crafting a new reality. Today, we're going to unravel the story behind this resurgence. What's fueling their rise? How have they turned challenges into opportunities? By the end, we'll reveal the ultimate reason why Liverpool might secure the title this season. Liverpool has long been a force to reckon with in the Premier League. After years of struggle, they reclaimed their legacy under one man, Jurgen Klopp. 9 years ago, when Klopp first took charge, few could have foreseen the transformative journey that lay ahead. And what a journey it was! Champions League glory in 2019, a Premier League title and Club World Cup in 2020, and a domestic double in 2022. It was a golden era. However, the past 2 seasons weren't as remarkable, and fans began to wonder, what's next for Klopp? While many hoped he'd stay for the 2024-25 season, Klopp had other plans. Citing the need for a break, he announced he wouldn't continue. The news sent shockwaves through the club. How do you replace a legend like Klopp? The task seemed impossible. The football world braced for Liverpool to name a big-name successor, yet they surprised everyone with a left-field choice, Arne Slot, the former Feyenoord coach. Questions swirled. Was he the right man for the job? Did he have what it took to fill Klopp's monumental shoes? Few believed in him at first, but what unfolded was nothing short of remarkable. Slot's early impact on Liverpool has silenced the skeptics. His tactical brilliance and innovative strategies have sparked new life into the Merseyside Giants. But before we delve into Slot's game-changing approach, let's take a closer look at Liverpool's current form. As of now, Liverpool is enjoying one of their best starts to a campaign. With 10 victories, 1 draw, and only a single defeat, they've become a formidable force. Slot's Liverpool has conceded the fewest goals in the league, while scoring the 3rd most, and their closest rivals, Manchester City, trails by 8 points, while Arsenal and Chelsea lag 9 points behind. The season isn't just promising, it's record-breaking. Liverpool is only the 2nd team in Premier League history to amass 31 points in their first 12 matches. Slot now holds the title of the best debutant manager in league history, matching the legendary Sir Alex Ferguson's 93-94 Manchester United. Ferguson's title-winning team and Slot's Liverpool share eerily similar stats, 31 points and a goal difference of 16. Could this be an omen for the Reds? It doesn't stop there. Liverpool's attack is lethal, with a stellar chance-to-goal ratio and 24 goals scored. Their rejuvenated forwards have found the rhythm, while their defense is a wall, only 8 goals conceded. Slot's measured approach to possession has enhanced their defensive structure, cutting down on counterattacks. Slot hasn't just reshaped tactics, he's revitalized the players' mindset. The squad is brimming with hunger and unity. From Konate and Alexander-Arnold to Szoboszlai and McAllister, the young talents have seamlessly blended with seasoned stars like Salah, Van Dijk, and Robertson. This mix of experience and promise makes Liverpool an unstoppable force. That said, the season's start wasn't smooth sailing. The Reds had flashes of brilliance but struggled for consistency. Injuries to key players like Jota, Alisson Becker, and Harvey Elliott compounded their woes. Then came the pivotal clash against Manchester United. It was more than just a game, it was a statement. Liverpool dominated every aspect, playing with high intensity and defensive solidity. The result? A commanding victory. But football is unpredictable. Just when it seemed Liverpool had found their groove, they stumbled. A shock 1-0 defeat to Nottingham Forest raised questions. Could they maintain their momentum? But sometimes you need to tack 2 steps backward to jump further. Liverpool hasn't lost a single match since then, only dropping points in a draw against Arsenal. But how did they perform in those matches? It's hard to say that Liverpool won every match with a dominating scoreboard. The scores were tight, and Slot accepted it. After their recent win against Southampton, Slot said that it's not easy to keep on winning every match. The players are giving their best, and the margin in every match is very narrow. Critics and pundits were quick to respond to Slot's playing style. They believed holding possession and taking fewer chances could be very dangerous in the long run. Even fans were skeptical. They thought Liverpool wouldn't even end up being in the top 4, but the coach had faith in his players. He knew that great things take time. In press conferences, Slot praised the mentality of his players and expressed his satisfaction with the squad. He spoke of patience and progress. Speaking of their point difference with teams like Manchester City, Arsenal, and Chelsea, Slot said, "They're all able to win so many games in a row. It's nice to have this position, but we're definitely not getting carried away." Talk about composure. He believes that tight margins are shaping this team into one that knows how to grind out results when it matters most. One proof? Just take a look at their recent performances. Of the 12 matches played, only 5 were won with ease, 2 commanding 3-0 victories and 3 comfortable 2-0 wins. For the rest, Liverpool had to dig deep and fight hard. Consider the match day 6 clash against Wolves. Wasn't a walk in the park, but the Reds managed a gritty 2-1 victory, with Mo Salah converting a crucial penalty in the 61st minute. A week later, Diogo Jota's early goal was enough to scrape a narrow 1-0 win over Crystal Palace. When they faced Arsenal, it was Salah once again who came to the rescue with an 81st minute strike, salvaging a dramatic 2-2 draw. And who could forget the matchday 10 showdown against Brighton and Hove Albion? Trailing for much of the game, Liverpool turned the tables with a lightning-quick response. Goals from Luis Diaz and Salah in the 69th and 72nd minutes sealed the thrilling 2-1 comeback. Then came the heart-stopping battle against Southampton. Down 2-1, heading into the final third of the game, Salah stepped up with a stunning brace to preserve their winning streak. These hard-fought wins underline something crucial. Liverpool has both the quality and the mental toughness to pull through under pressure, and that resilience is exactly what defines champions. Slot and his team have brought an unrelenting intensity to the pitch. No opponent is underestimated. Every game is approached with a meticulous plan to exploit weaknesses, and so far, it's paying off. But this is just the beginning of what could become a truly extraordinary season. Match by match, Liverpool is learning and evolving. They're doubling down on effort during training sessions, dissecting mistakes in dressing rooms, team meetings, and beyond. The dedication to improvement is evident, and the results are starting to speak for themselves. The result is there. Top of the league after 12 games. Only 2 teams in the history of the Premier League failed to win the league after such a start. As things are going, we can safely say that Liverpool might not be the 3rd team on that list. But how did they reach this level? And more importantly, can they maintain their form? Or would they bottle their lead in the latter half of the season? There's a high chance they might not, and the reason is this man here, their dynamic manager, Arne Slot. Slot has been spot on with his tactics and strategies. It's difficult for anyone to replace Klopp. With his legacy and reputation, the newcomer will feel immense pressure to keep up with that. When Slot's name was announced, everyone thought that it would be another tale of disappointment and that his time would be no longer than a season. But Slot is doing justice to Klopp's reputation and answering questions of the critics. The moment Slot entered, things started to change. Fans were curious, and players were motivated. Let's have a look at his previous seasons. Arne Slot did a fine job at Feyenoord, averaging 2.15 points across 148 matches between July 1st, 2021 and June 30th, 2024. He led them to the Eredivisie title in 2022-23 and the KNVB Cup in 23-24. Under his tutelage, Feyenoord pressed high up the field, hoping to overwhelm opponents and steal possession. But can he replicate this success with a club as big as Liverpool? From what we've seen so far, the answer is yes. He has brought the same philosophy to Liverpool, and so far it has worked wonders. Jurgen Klopp's system also relied on high-octane pressing up the field. It took little effort from the players to adapt to Slot's structure. In many ways, Slot has fine-tuned Klopp's idea, replacing chaos with a more structured plan for destruction. Under his guidance, the team looks more restrained. Has this been the main reason why the players are performing? It can be, because Slot didn't try to change a thing. He's just giving more structure and installing discipline into the base that Klopp built. Depending on the opponent, Liverpool's defensive shape can stretch or shrink. There's another key factor behind Liverpool's resurgence: Slot's exceptional man management skills. Want proof? Just ask any Liverpool player about their relationship with their new coach. The answers are strikingly similar. Slot ensures every player feels value, whether they're a cornerstone of the starting 11 or someone who rarely steps onto the pitch. He listens, identifies weaknesses, and motivates them to improve. The impact is most evident among the younger players, who are thriving under his guidance. Take Ryan Gravenberch, for example. His transformation under Slot has been nothing short of remarkable. When asked about his recent surge in form and confidence, Gravenberch credited it to Slot's unwavering faith in him. The coach's belief has pushed him to aim higher and bring out his best on the field. But this isn't just about individual brilliance, it's about collective growth. The team's ability to adapt to Slot's system, absorb new tactics, and execute them seamlessly has been pivotal. Remarkably, they've done this while preserving the essence of Liverpool's DNA, the qualities that made them great in the first place. Now their passes are crisper, their attacks more cohesive, and their defense, once a vulnerable spot, has become a fortress. And Slot's collaboration with senior players has been just as vital. He understands the importance of empowering experienced leaders, and the results are undeniable. By granting Mo Salah and Virgil van Dijk both freedom and responsibility, Slot has unlocked their full potential. Van Dijk has commanded the defense with authority, while Salah continues to lead the attack with his trademark brilliance. We'll dive deeper into their incredible form in just a moment. Let's focus on another tactic that can, in the words of pundits, be the number one factor behind Liverpool's success this season. Slot has been masterful in actively rotating the squad, knowing precisely when to make the right change at the right time. This strategy injects freshness into the team, ensures players get valuable minutes, and keeps them motivated. Think about it. Each player knows they have a chance to step onto the pitch and deliver their best performance. Remember when we talked about Liverpool's narrow margins? Substitutions in the second half have often been the game changer. In matches where Liverpool were trailing, it was these fresh faces that brought renewed energy and critical movement, flipping the scoreline in their favor. When one player needed a break, another rose to the occasion. But that's not all. Slot's rotation strategy is doing more than just preserving fitness. It's reducing over-reliance on key players. The squad is learning to function as a cohesive unit, building chemistry with every game. The result? A seamless connection from defense to attack, which has translated into an impressive number of goals this season. And at the heart of this attacking juggernaut is none other than Mohamed Salah, the Egyptian king. Since joining Liverpool in 2017, Salah has been a nightmare for defenders, with his blistering pace, sharp direction changes, pinpoint crosses, and ice-cold finishing. Last season, by his own high standards, Salah had a quieter campaign, recording 18 goals and 10 assists in 32 matches. But if Liverpool were to reclaim their throne, they need Salah back to his lethal best. And guess what? The Egyptian understood the assignment. And the signs couldn't be better for Liverpool. Their most successful seasons in recent history have revolved around his brilliance, and this year seems no different. So far, he's netted 10 goals and delivered 7 assists, many in critical moments. Remember his brace against Southampton? With Liverpool trailing after an hour, it was Salah who stepped up and turned the game around. His form will be absolutely vital in Liverpool's quest for the title. Do you think Salah can maintain this level of performance all season? Will the squad's depth and chemistry continue to propel them forward? Their attacking trio is starting to strike fear into the hearts of the opponents, but their goals are not dependent on high presses only. Their movements have become intelligent, the ball control is more calculated, and the build-ups are worth watching. Darwin Núñez and Luis Diaz are also complementing Salah. More than their goals and assists, they're linking up better with the team. They're helping in the build-up and showing up in the right place to score impressive team goals. Cody Gakpo is also starting to show up more. His potential is limitless, and these are the young forwards Arne Slot is focusing on developing over time while also getting the best out of each of them in rotation. Alexis McAllister has been spot on. The World Cup winner is playing like a champion. His ball control and passing have reached new heights this season, and Slot wants him to create more forward passes while holding more possession. The link-up between the midfielders and the forwards is going to be very important for the Reds. Speaking of midfielders, let's shift our focus to Ryan Gravenberch again. This man is special, and under Arne Slot, he's doing better than ever. He's an example of a perfect holding midfielder. He's the communicator between the defenders and the forwards. He links with McAllister to create forward balls while also dropping deep to help Van Dijk and Konate. Slot believes Gravenberch's consistency and performances are going to have a big role in their title chase. While attacks win you matches, you can't go for a title hunt without the contribution of your defenders. And so far, Liverpool's defense is just crazy good. Virgil van Dijk, the veteran who was key to Liverpool's past success in recent times, is back. He's coming back to his old rhythm. He looks rock solid, not making a single mistake. Van Dijk has transformed into a better playmaker now. With his monster defensive attitude, he's now turning into a better team player. Slot is asking him to give better passes, link with the defenders, and make forward runs if necessary. He's not giving any space to the opponent attackers either, doing interceptions, taking a position, and marking players to block counterattacks. Van Dijk is now a complete leader. He's often seen motivating young players, pushing them to do better and work as a unit. This right here is helping Liverpool to achieve their early success and could potentially lead them to the title. But there's another player without whom Liverpool's defense might not become so impenetrable: Ibrahima Konate. The young Frenchman is turning into a defensive monster. His marking, aerial dominance, and strong mentality complement Van Dijk's rigid playing style. Together, they're building a wall that the best attacking sides in the world are failing to break. Having individual talents is one thing, but performing as a unit is what requires to lose the silverware. Liverpool has oozed camaraderie this season. Jurgen Klopp was an excellent man manager at Liverpool, and it allowed harmony to prevail inside the dressing room. And we talked about how Arne Slot also possesses that ability, as the Reds look perfectly in sync with each other. Despite having plenty of big names inside the dressing room, the Merseysiders look committed, organized, and prepared to sacrifice for one another. This camaraderie will be crucial for the championship, especially at the business end of the season when fixtures come thick and fast. Yet, despite their impressive form, neither the coach nor the players are ready to talk about the title just yet. They're confident they have what it takes but remain focused on taking it one game at a time. Arne Slot's composure during press conferences reflects this mindset. He consistently praises the team for their performances, instilling hope that if they maintain this level, they can achieve greatness. But Slot's approach goes beyond encouragement. He's a realist, too. He knows how to keep his players grounded. By pointing out areas for improvement and offering them room to grow, he ensures they stay humble and hungry. This perfectionist mindset might just be Liverpool's secret weapon as the season unfolds. The players, in turn, are mirroring their boss's attitude. In post-match interviews, they steer clear of title talk, acknowledging that there's still work to be done. Yet, there's a quiet confidence in their words. They know they're on the right path, and they trust in Slot's vision. You can see the passion in their eyes, the hunger for glory mixed with the realization that the road ahead is anything but certain. It's this balance of ambition and caution that might define Liverpool's campaign as they push for what could be a historic season. What about the fans? What about you guys? Let us know about your thoughts on Liverpool's season so far in the comments and what they need to do to maintain their form till the very end. Speaking of fans, social media is buzzing. The fans believe their team can repeat history this time. They are posting and talking about the similarities they find with their successful seasons. But the old fans know that it's too early to predict. They want to stay humble and focus on the second half of the season because that's where it went wrong in the past years. Some Liverpool legends also raised doubts a few weeks ago, saying that Manchester City has a better chance of winning the title. Former Liverpool star Steve Nicol is backing the Reds to win the Premier League, having changed his mind on Manchester City and Arsenal. Having originally predicted that Arsenal would win the title, the former right-back has now changed his mind. Nicol told ESPN FC, "I would say very confidently on Liverpool winning the league. Part of the reason has to do with both Arsenal and Man City. They've got a 9-point lead over Arsenal and a 5-point lead over City. But is it too early? We've seen it in the past. Teams heading into Christmas with a healthy lead stumbled and lost their lead with consecutive bad performances. Slot thinks the same way. After the Southampton game, Slot said in the post-match interview that being 8 points clear off at the top is not enough in this league. He reminded everyone how Arsenal lost their lead to Manchester City last season. But as the season progresses, Liverpool will get better. The team is now generating a healthy amount of revenue, and that will be invested in the squad in the January transfer. Slot is eager to bring more depth into a team that has already passed the depth test. The opponents are now taking Slot and company seriously. They're reading every moment, analyzing every clip, and trying to find the weakness of the Liverpool side, but it doesn't seem to work. Slot's team is coming up strong against every plan and has answers to every question. At this point, it seems like they don't have any weaknesses. This winning mentality will give them a psychological advantage as well. To become the champion, you must have the mentality of one. But there's another reason behind Liverpool's psychological advantage: the poor form of the other contenders. Manchester City, the Reds' arch rivals, are having the worst season in many years. Guardiola's team has now lost 5 consecutive matches in all competitions. It's so bad that even Guardiola said in an interview, "We won 6 Premier titles in 7 years. I think this time it's going to be another team." But hey, it's Manchester City. We can never rule them out of the title race. Former City legend Sergio Aguero believes the same. "Don't forget about the 2011-12 season," he said, reminding everyone of the season when City came back strong, and with the help of his goal, they won the league title in the most audacious fashion. Mo Salah knows it quite well too. After the Southampton match, Salah said, "Man City is Man City." They know the threat is there. Guardiola's team can turn the table and finish off strong. But can the City overcome its 8 points trail? Looking at their form, it's hard to say that. And it's highly unlikely that Liverpool will slip away at this point. What about Arsenal and Chelsea? Arteta's Arsenal is lacking their previous year's intent. While some Arsenal legends are still backing them, some already made up their mind that they can never go on to win the title, being 12 points behind the leaders. The same goes for a newly built Chelsea side. With the contenders stumbling, is this the main reason we talked about in the first part of our video? Yes, it is. While Liverpool is absolutely dominating their games, the poor runs of Liverpool and Arsenal are facilitating the chances of Liverpool winning the title. Some matches are going to be decisive to narrow the point difference. The head-to-head are the ones to watch out for. So, coming back to our question, can Liverpool win the Premier League in 2025? With Arne Slot's tactical brilliance, calculated decisions, and calm, composed leadership, the Reds have everything they need to go the distance. The players are motivated, key figures are rediscovering their form, and the team's performances reflect their intent. They're embracing the challenge without crumbling under the weight of fan expectations. But here's the catch: the Premier League is a marathon, not a sprint. The real challenge lies in maintaining their physical and mental sharpness through the grueling demands of the season. Balancing the league with the domestic cups and the Champions League will test Slot's management skills to the limit. One slip, one burnout could shift the narrative entirely. Salah and Van Dijk must continue leading from the front, delivering performances that inspire the squad. Can they rise to the occasion, or will the relentless pace of the league catch up to them? Is this Liverpool's title to lose? Perhaps, but we all know the Premier League is anything but predictable. A mid-season injury crisis or a Manchester City resurgence could turn dreams into despair. Yet, as long as Liverpool keeps their focus and avoids dropping points unnecessarily, the odds are firmly in their favor. The road to glory is long and uncertain, but one thing is clear: this season promises drama, intensity, and unforgettable moments. What do you think? Will Liverpool lift the trophy, or will another contender snatch it away? Let us know your thoughts on the 2024-25 season in the comments. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us bring more amazing content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.